Hey, it's May here. Welcome to the time of year when we set our goals for the new year. And if you haven't started yet, don't worry, there's plenty of time. And I'm about to share with you 5 steps you can take to set and achieve your goals for the new year. And I was inspired by a TEDx talk that I watched recently by Stephen Dunier called How to Achieve Your Most Ambitious Goals. And here are 5 steps that are a combination of my takeaways from this TEDx talk and some of the things that I found to be useful in setting and achieving goals in the past. So step 1 is to set big goals. Yeah, set a big one that you're going to be really jazzed about, one where you feel like you've got to rise to the occasion, one that captures your imagination, because that's going to be a lot more fun and interesting and motivating to work on than something that's just kind of meh, who cares? And so in my case, instead of setting a goal of growing my business by 10 to 20%, which is nice, but instead I'm thinking, maybe I could double my business this year. In fact, I'm even thinking maybe I could 10x my business this year. And just by thinking in such a big and ambitious, different way, that's just causing me to make a step change in my thinking and in my actions. Now, in order to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure, step 2 is to set up a success path. So when you create a success path, that simply means chunking down your big goal into smaller, manageable steps. And Stephen Dunier talks about it as even tiny tweaks that nudge you in the right direction. So this is the opposite of what some of us did back in school, which was cram for the exam. It's about steady progress and taking regular steps. Then the third step is, while you're making those marginal improvements in the right direction, make sure that you're doing that in a way that goes with your grain and not against your grain. Because going with your grain will make it so much more fun and easy and more likely for you to achieve your goals. So for example, if you're not a morning person, but you said, I really want to start an exercise habit this year, then by all means, don't make yourself get up at 5 a.m. and do your workout before you commute into work. Choose a different time, one that suits you better. After work, during lunch, you choose that. And then the 4th step is to leverage your time. And what I mean by this is we all have downtimes, times that are lost, or what I call up for grabs times, like when you're standing in line waiting, or when you're commuting to work, or when you're listening to music, when you could just as easily be listening to an audio tape where you learn something, or a podcast, or reading a book. So you want to use those times wisely. And then the 5th step is to use the buddy system. And that means teaming up with someone who's going to help hold you accountable. It'll also make it more fun. In my case, when I wanted to swim 3 nights a week as my exercise, I agreed with my friend Wendy that we would meet at the pool at 9 p.m. 3 nights a week. And it was winter. It was cold. It was dark. And after you get out of the pool, we knew our hair would be wet going into the parking lot. Not a lot of fun. But because I knew my friend was going to be there, I didn't want to let her down. I didn't want her to be doing this all by herself. So if you happen to be somebody, on the other hand, that's very competitive and that's what really motivates you, then by all means, go and challenge somebody else and you guys can compete and egg each other on that way. Whatever you do, get a buddy. It makes it so much more likely that you're going to have fun at doing this and therefore achieve your goals. So those are 5 steps you can take, and I'm really interested in knowing what your big ambitious goal is going to be for the new year and what kind of success path you're going to create for yourself. Leave a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you're watching this from anywhere other than my blog, then head on over to maybusch.com/blog, and I look forward to welcoming you there.